Good morning students, I am Swarna from New Government Junior College Kukatpalli and I teach civics. Today's topic, first lesson, that is Unit 1, Introduction to Political Science. Before going into the topic, first we should need to know what is political science. Here, political science is one of the social sciences. Means which studies about the society or gives information about the society. We also have other subjects like history, anthropology, economics, etc. These are all the social sciences which gives information about the society. Society here, it is nothing but a group of individuals living together is called as society. So coming into the topic, the word political science, it has been mainly developed during the 4th century by the Greeks. In the ancient time, the political science has been developed by many Greek philosophers like Socrates, Plato, Aristotle. As Aristotle, he wrote a classical work called Politics. In Politics, he has been explained about the state, government and citizen. So he was the first person to use the word politics. He was called as the father of political science. So Aristotle is regarded as the father of political science. Here, coming to politics, mainly this politics has been derived from the Greek word called polis, which means city, state. So here the meaning of politics is nothing but city, state. So city states are nothing but those are the small states which existed at the time of ancient. Especially in the Greek and Rome, there existed small states with less population which were self-sufficient and self-governing. So here, what are city-states? City-states are nothing but the states which are very less in size, less population, and they were self-governing. Those are called as a city-state. In the ancient time, we used to have small states. Example, we can take Sparta, Athens, Corinth, etc. And the word polity has been derived from the politia. The word politia, which means government or constitution. So it's clearly understood that the subject political science mainly explains about the state and government. It explains about the state and government in relation with the individual, also society in relation with the individual. So here, political science, we can study into two classifications, normative and empirical. So here, what is normative political science? Normative is nothing but which studies norms, values and goals of the political science. Means here it gives information about what are the norms of the political science, what are its values and what are its goals. So this can be studied under the normative perspective. Coming to the empirical perspective, it explains about the quality and the quantity, qualitative and the quantitative of the political science. Means it gives the information about the facts, actual, real, etc. which are very much useful for the administration growth. In a state, to rule over the people, the administration is needed. So for its growth, here the empirical political science is helpful. So in regard to the political science, certain definitions were given by different political thinkers like J.W. Garner and Robert Dahl, etc. So here what J.W. Garner says, political science begins and ends with the state. According to J.W. Garner, political science begins and ends with the state. According to Robert Dahl, political science is the scientific study of importance of power, authority and influence. So, by this definition also, it is clearly understood that political science, it is one of the sciences which gives information and studies about the state and government. Now, scope of political science. So, coming to the scope of political science, to what extent the political science gives and gives the information about various aspects which are related to the individuals. First, study of man in relation to the society, state and government. In the scope, first one is study of a man in relation with society, how he is related to society, how he is related to state and government. Aristotle said that man is a social animal. So, here man needs a relation in the society and state and government also. Second, study of state. It also, political science also studies about the state. What is state? What is its origin, growth, purpose, functions? Here, the state has been came into existence after the society. As everybody know, here society is not made according to the law. To control the society, the state has been came according to the law. So here, political science also gives the information about its origin, its growth, purpose and functions. Here, what is state? How was the state in the past? How the state will be in the present and how the state will be in the future also. This kind of information is given by the study of political science. Next, coming to the study of government. Here, the political science also studies about the government. What is government? What is its nature, functions? So here, what is the meaning of government? Actually, coming to the government, it's like a machinery to the state. It is like heart to the state. It fulfills the aims and objectives of the state. If a state has to run its administration, it mainly depends upon the government. Because the government is the one which makes the policies and programs for the people. So here, by taking the help of the government, the state will fulfill its aims and objectives. There are different types of government throughout the world. And there are different levels of government, like central level, state level and the local level governments exist in the state. Coming to the study of associations and institutions. To improve one's personality development, definitely in a state, individuals need certain associations and institutions. Because a state cannot fulfill all the needs of the people, so there is a need of certain associations and institutions. Association is formed by a group of people to fulfill their small basic needs which they actually need. So here, associations and institutions are also very much needed for the people in a state to fulfill their certain aims and objectives. Coming to study of rights and duties. So here, political science also explains about what are rights and what are duties. So, what is the relation between rights and duties and what are the differences between rights and duties? Rights are nothing but those are the conditions imposed on an individual for their personality development. Coming to the duties, it is an obligation towards other individual. What is obligation? Means whatever duty an individual performs, it should not take away anybody's right. So here, it also explains about the rights and duties. Duties, it's a complete task done by an individual in a state. Next, coming to study of national and international issues. So, political science also studies about the national and international issues also. National issues like, it gives information about the nation state, sovereignty. What is sovereignty here? It is nothing but it is the supreme power of the state. So here, any nation in the world, it needs sovereignty. So here, through the study of political science, every individual can know what is sovereignty, what is nation state, and the relation among the nations can be known easily through the study of political science. And it also deals with the international issues like disarmament, balance of power, peace and war, etc. Here, alliances like that. Here, disarmament. What is disarmament? Every country has arms, weapons. So, instead of having also not using unnecessary means, they kept only for the security purpose, but they cannot use on another nation. So, that is disarmament. Balance of power. Balance of power is nothing but some are developed and some are not developed nations in the world. So balance the power of the state. So like that, certain we also have these certain organizations like UNO, SARC. So these all international organizations can be studied through the study of the political science. Next, study of the comparative government and politics. So here political science also studies about the comparative government and politics. Throughout the world, there are different types of governments are run its administration by different nations. Like it compares the world government, means compares the governments of different nations as well as the different world political systems. For example, we have here democracy type of government in India. Coming to the USA, they have presidential type of government. So like that, it compares the government and politics worldwide. Means it also gives information about the world government and the world political system, how it is running its administration. Coming to study of modern political analysis. It also studies about the modern political analysis, like it mainly gives the information about the political socialization, political parties, political culture, political communication of a state at various different levels. Next, study of public policies. Here, in the modern system, political thinkers like David Easton, Gabriel and Almond, they have been explained about the public policies. Public policies are very important for any individuals in the state to develop themselves. Public policies are related to the individual's development only. Here there are means they very much influence the society and the state. Like political parties, pressure groups, mass media, these are all very important policies which influence the state and society also. Like we also have certain policies like agricultural policy, industrial policy, environmental policy, educational policies, which are very much useful for any individuals to develop their personality in a state. So dear students, these are the different points where we can study about different factors in the political science.